smoke medical weed every day.
The following thoughts on Hoppe Hour represent Ryan Hoppe and Facet. Listener discretion is advised.
Live from Tampa Bay, you are tuned in to Hoppe Hour.
He's the voice of a generation that got screwed by the baby boomers. Welcome back to Hoppe Hour.
Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour. Hoppe Hour starts in 4, 3.
You ready?
2. Hoppe. 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 This is Hoppe Hour with Hoppe.
What's happening? This is Hoppe Hour. I'm your host, Ryan Hoppe, hanging out with you for the next hour. You can always get into contact with me. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. All you have to do is email me, ryanhopperadio@gmail.com. You can tweet at me at ryanhopperadio, and you can always leave me a voicemail, and I will be sure to play it on air. 856-49-HOPPE. 856-494-6773. Oh, man, we have so much to get into. But I wanted to begin the show with a topic that I think will really get a lot of interaction. So I like going to bars. I like going to nightclubs. And to me, I dread going to the bathroom at a nightclub. Not because I have a problem, but the interaction with the people that help put soap in your hand or give you a spray of cologne, that are looking for tips, the people that are sitting at the bathroom sink, it's the most uncomfortable thing, because I know it's their job, and I know they're trying to make money, and they're trying to live the best life possible, and that's their job, but I know how to wash my own hands, and I put on cologne before I go to the club already, so I don't need to get cologne from you. And they always look at me like, oh, are you going to tip me? I'm like, no, I got to buy a girl a drink occasionally, or I got to get my own drink or pay for my Uber. I just think, I don't even know if it's a cash grab, but it's the most uncomfortable thing, because you're like, am I supposed to help out this person? Am I supposed to be their homie? The only one I've done it at before is at Janice Live, and that's because I'm usually really lit at a concert. Like last year I went to Jesse McCartney, and I was so lit, and I like Venmo'd the guy $5, but he was really pushing it. So 856-49-HOPPE. That's 856-494-6773. What is the proper etiquette of when people are trying to help you wash your hands in the bathroom, and you're like, I'm a grown-ass man, I can do that on my own? Like, I get it's a job, like I said, but it doesn't make it any less uncomfortable. I see this here from the Daily Mail. 73-year-old grandmother who joined a cougar dating app because she was bored reveals why she finds dating younger men so much more fulfilling. And it's not just about the sex. Ma'am, it is just about the sex for us. 856-49-HOPPE. Here's the thing. Is this cougar app that this woman is on is the biggest ripoff, because to message a cougar, because I've used it, I love cougars. To message them, you have to pay for points. Like, I don't know if you remember the old scam cell phone known as the track phone, where you would have like all these points, and let's say 0.5 points would go to one text message. That's how it is. There's like coins. It's like if Farmville, it's an old reference, was a dating app. It's the biggest ripoff. If you're looking for a cougar, gentlemen out there, or ladies, I guess, go to Bumble and just have your age range from like 22 to 100. The bored grandmother moved from California to New Jersey 5 years ago. Well, I bet there's a lot of guys that are into cougars out in New Jersey. I just feel like out there, you'll bang anything. Why? Because you live in New Jersey and there's nothing else to do. She joined cougar life because she wanted to date younger men. And she said she dated men in their 30s and 40s because they were open-minded. That's a way to look at it. You might have been open-minded, but they were doing it because they wanted to get laid, and older women know what they're doing, and it's a fun time. You know what I'm saying? Like she's thinking, oh, they want to get to know me. And they really enjoyed watching How to Get Away with Murder on Hulu. No. Let's not lie right now. Let's be honest. They were looking to get laid. Here's what she says. If this older woman, even if she's dangling, just carrots in front of these guys, she's at least getting some attention. Her name's Kelly, but she didn't want to say her full name due to privacy issues. Oh, yeah, you narcissist. We're all going to be obsessed with a 73-year-old grandma that wants to get laid before she dies. Oh, you couldn't reveal your full name. I love narcissists, and that's coming from me. After jumping on Google, the 73-year-old grandma, who has been married once and has been in a relationship for 16 years following that, came across Cougar Life, which aims to match up cougar singles and hot young men. She set up a profile and then forgot about it for a couple of days. I want to get some 29-year-old D. And then I forgot about the app. No, you weren't getting any matches. I went back on the site and there were a lot of clicks or, hits on my profile. I opened it up to see who was trying to get in touch with me, and I was kind of overwhelmed because of the amount. She said she got more than 20 men expressing their interest on the first day, adding, it did and it didn't feel good. It was like, oh, they all seem cute or whatever, but it's like, oh my God, am I exposing myself to a bunch of maniacs? Yes, you are on a cougar dating app as a grown-ass 73-year-old woman. Of course that's what it's going to be like. Oh my God, boomers would not have been able to deal with dating apps. Can you imagine if a 1980s boomer, let's say they work on Wall Street, like in the 80s, if they had dating apps, oh my God, they would have been so pretentious. I have a nice car and I have a nice house that I got for $40,000. Get out of here. Dating apps is only for millennials. I mean, anybody can do it. But I noticed like the older people, I'm saying older, like 40 plus, they don't really know what they're doing on there. The most disrespectful thing, though, you can do on a dating app, no, not pulling the ghost move on somebody. No. The most disrespectful thing anybody can do on a dating app is when you post pictures of your kids. You weirdo. You imbecile, and that goes with any gender, whatever you identify as. Why the hell are you putting your kids on an app where you're trying to get laid? And if you are thinking you're going to find a real relationship on Bumble or Tinder, you might. But for most of the time, it's about getting laid. So why are you putting your kids on a platform where guys are trying to get their rocks off? Where's the common sense? I don't think there is any. She said that she loved being with younger women because she was a very independent woman. That means she's hard to date. And she goes, oh yeah, I'm totally independent. No, that's just a way for you to say I have a hard time being in relationships because I'm hard to be around. I've been on my own for a long time, she says, and self-supporting. And I kind of have that, if you're not paying my bills, don't tell me what to do type of mentality. Oh, so you're pretentious. Mm-hmm. And a lot of older men that I had relationships with or had tried to, aka sex, they have this macho male attitude of when you're growing up in the 70s. Yeah, it's called they're a pretentious, out of touch, imbecile boomer. There is nothing worse than a boomer, for the most part, that is so pretentious and so macho. Oh, you got to get a house and you got to get a 401k. Hey, buddy. Getting a full-time job is like hitting gold. It's like if you were to find a chest of gold in your front lawn. I don't know where I came up with that analogy. But what I'm saying is all these boomers are like, you got to get a 401k and you got to do... Millennials are just looking for full-time jobs in general. She goes on to say, I keep running into these type of men that in one way they're protective, but in another way they're overbearing. Yeah. I hear about dudes all the time that are on dating apps, and I swear, if you're out there and you're calling somebody 7 times in a row, or you're obsessed with somebody, you're making the whole gender known as males look bad. You're making every single dude who's just trying to get their rocks off or just trying to find a relationship and is a good dude, you're making all of us look bad on dating apps when you do your obsessive behavior. Oh, but I'm trying to win the girl over. No, you're creeping everybody out.
As we familiarize ourselves with the new world of VR, a new frontier. Entire VR bodysuits. Developers at the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology say this type of tech, including soft robotic muscles, could soon help film directors map an actor's movement or even help a person living with Parkinson's to keep walking.
Well, that's good. There's this thing, though. I don't know what it is. I'm like a boomer millennial, though. Like, I have a laptop and I use a mouse. Like, I do things that are kind of elder, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've never had an iPad, blah, blah, blah. What I'm saying is I'm not really into VR. Nothing about it really impresses me. And I really want to be into it. I really want to get into AI. By the way, speaking of AI, there's this girl named Ashley who is the first radio host to have an AI of herself. And everybody's been hating on it. I think it's genius. Beforehand, no one knew who the hell Ashley was unless you were listening to her on the radio. Now the whole business knows who she is. So I'm going to give a round of applause to Ashley. Which usually that's an awful name, but I'm going to give a round of applause to Ashley, the radio DJ that created her own AI. You are a genius. You pissed off the whole business, especially people that are afraid to lose their job. I saw everybody losing their mind online.
The Meta is basically a suit that is built with artificial muscles that enable us to have greater interaction with virtual reality.
Yeah. The project's main objective was to create a soft, light, natural-feeling suit that will allow users to move and interact with VR environments, like feeling a bird land on your arm.
Such an amazing feeling.
That is the most random feeling ever. Oh, I love a bird being on my arm. Who the hell does?
Which was something I've never felt before.
Yeah, no one's ever gone, oh my God, I had the weirdest feeling today. A bird fell on my arm.
You're in an entirely other environment. You could be on Mars.
You haven't lived yet until a bird fell on your arm. By the way, I'm getting the most random, memories flying back. I need to watch The Birds made by Alfred Hitchcock. That is a weird movie.
And you feel something and it feels real.
Yeah, you have a bird on your arm. 856-49 Hoppe.
It's a boy. Kourtney Kardashian took to Instagram on Saturday to announce the sex of her and Travis Barker's baby by sharing a video of the rockin' gender reveal. In the clip, the Poosh Vander sits on the Blink-182 drummer's lap as he gives a drum roll before blue confetti and streamers shot out of a cannon.
Is our pyro guy ready?
I don't know what's happening. Whatever you guys Let's get the party started. We're all excited.
Oh my God, I want to kiss your ass because I want to have my voice be on the video that's going to go viral. I'm so excited for you. No, you're not. You're making it about you because they're sitting there at the drum set. She's sitting on his lap, which I feel like she's always on Travis's lap. That's how she got pregnant.
Let's get the party started. We're all excited.
Yeah. Oh, the blue streamers came out. He was doing a drum set and then it exploded. Wow, so edgy, Travis.
She announced she was expecting a baby with husband Travis Barker at his Blink-182 concert in Los Angeles earlier this month.
We're going to make out now. I just know it. Let's watch this shit.
That PR or the announcer guy, I don't know why I said PR, public announcer, PA guy, they're going to make out, aren't they? And then she's going to give them head.
We're going to make out now. I just know it. Let's watch this shit. Whoa. Whoa. Hey, calm down. All right, keep going. Do it again. There you go.
This is Kravis's first baby together. Courtney is also mom to Mason, Penelope, and Rain.
I've said this before. Kravis sounds like such an STD. Oh my God, I hooked up with this girl in Puerto Rico and got a case of Kravis.
All of whom she shares with ex Scott Disick.
Yeah.
Travis is father to Landon in Alabama, both of whom he shares with ex Shanna Mokler.
That's sociopath.
He also has a close bond with Atiana De La Hoya, Shanna's daughter from a previous relationship.
Yeah, you know that pisses off Shannon. I feel like everything pisses off Shannon. You ever looked at a picture of her? She looks like a... How do I word this? Give me a second here. Certified sociopath.
Access Hollywood previously spoke with Court, and she shared about her desire to expand her family.
Courtney, great timing. Vegas, 2 a.m. Elvis, whose idea?
No, the second we got to Vegas, actually, we just started talking about the idea.
I have a 97 IQ. I took the test on a radio show in Cleveland about 10 years ago. And I like having all my IQ points. You know, I need as many as possible. And I feel like my IQ is now at 40 after listening to them talk. Just saying.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
Happy Hour will be right back.
We got to get the party going before I do a live read about DZBZ honey. I can't just promote the best Delta 8 honey without putting on some Romeo, man. Romeo works in the promotions department at Beasley Media Group, and he produces some of the trippiest, most out-of-this-world EDM. Let's give it a listen real quick, and I'll tell you about DZBZHoney.com. Pass the shrooms. I'm just kidding. I'm going to do ayahuasca with Aaron Rodgers and talk about how he chokes in the Super Bowl. NFC Championship, rather. Listen, go to DZBZHoney.com. The best Delta 8 CBD honey around. It tastes like a 10 out of 10 experience, and it gives you a high. What else do you want? And then you put on Romeo. And then it's a party, baby. Everyone's hanging out, sucking on some DZBZ honey. What else would you need? If you go to DZBZHoney.com, and at checkout, use keyword Hoppe. That's H-O-P-P-E, not H-O-P-P-Y, because I can see who Googles me from my website, and people think my last name is H-O-P-P-Y, which it's usually a hater. H-O-P-P-Y sucks. No. H-O-P-P-E. If you go to DZBZHoney.com, and at checkout, use keyword H-O-P-P-E, you can save 20%. That's 1/5 of the price.
Happy Hour. Call Hoppe now. 856-49-HOPPE. Tweet at him at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Listen to Hoppe Hour at any time, anywhere. Search Hoppe Radio on all major streaming platforms.
Ladies and gentlemen,
what up?
Here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Wow, we're 19 minutes in. Time flies when you're yelling in a production room at Beasley Media Group by yourself. 856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppe Radio, and you can always email me, RyanHoppeRadio@gmail.com. All right, enough of that. I see this headline here, and I'm sick and tired of these clickbait headlines, even though I'm reading it, so essentially the headline won. They were first doing it 10 years ago with millennials. Millennials are ruining this. Now it's Gen Z's ruining this. And then it's written usually by an out-of-touch boomer or Gen Xer that wishes they were young again. It says here from the Daily Mail, Spam upsets Gen Z. Young TikTokers give their verdict on the U.S. canned meat considered a wartime delicacy. Last year was the year that butterboards, pink sauce, nacho tables, and superfood powders were trendy on social media. And now it seems that Spam is shockingly cool again. The canned meat has undergone a cultural reinvention, and social media users are giving their verdict on the delicacy. Surprisingly, the block of meat is a trending ingredient on TikTok, and users of the site are partaking in a weird trend where they are trying this slab of cooked pork that was famously enjoyed by U.S. troops during World War II. My grandpa told me, because he served in World War II, that if he never had Spam again, he'd be happy. So I love how these people are romanticizing something that sucks. From scooping it directly out of a can and eating it fresh to deep frying it, foodies are filming their reaction and putting it up with the hashtag #MenEatingSpam, which currently has more than 18.7 million views. While many have been left saying it tastes like and smells awful, others have begun implementing it into their diet, like this cat right here. Let me load the video. Let me rewind. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773.
6 servings in here, 180 calories per serving. Holy fuck. It can't be that bad, right? Like, a lot of people, Spam, it's been around since, like, I think Pearl Harbor or some shit, so...
Why are they playing the most wonderful... this is from the TikTok video. Why are they playing the most wonderful time of the year? Well, I guess it is 6:25. We're halfway through Christmas, I guess.
I'm kind of excited. Okay, here goes nothing. Oh, it smells like cat food. Oh, dude. Ooh, very salty. It tastes like it smells, and it smells awful.
Yeah.
Let me fry it real quick, and then we'll give this another try.
Smells and tastes like a porn set. 856-49-HOPPY. That's 856-494-6773. This is from the Daily Mail as well, which is my favorite news source. Exclusive. So the exclusive that the Daily Mail has, you are also getting on Happy Hour, because that is what I do here. I don't just read any other headline that's about celebrity news. Oh, wait, that's right. But also, I give you the exclusive, man. I always will give you the exclusive. It says here, proof your iPhone is tracking you. Secret map on your cell that shows you everywhere you've been and how to disable it. You know what? What's the point of disabling it? Because I bet even if you disable it, they can find you anyway. I've come to the acceptance that they will always know where the hell you are, and that's fine. I go to the chill room in Pinellas Park, the best Kava bar. Then I go home. Then I go to work. Then I go to the chill room. And that's it. What a riveting life. And I listen to old school radio shows. Wow. Track me, please. I actually am flattered that they're tracking me. Because I have such, not a boring life, but it's very routine. I swim. I need to get back to lifting. But I'm telling you, like, if you want to track me, please track me. Your iPhone keeps an internal log of your whereabouts, which you can access. Feature is handy for auto-generating directions home or finding your parked car. I love how they're trying to defend it by saying it can help you get home. You know what helps you get home if you're lost? Going to Google Maps or Waze. Which, by the way, has the app Maps ever been good? I mean, that might be the worst app of all time. It's so adorable. Whenever my mom comes to visit me or I go up to Chicago, she has one of the old school GPS things. It's very bizarre. I feel like I'm in 2011 again. It's like, turn left here, turn right here. I'm like, oh my God, Mom. But then again, I don't think I want her on her phone while doing a GPS. There's just some things that boomers shouldn't be doing, and that's one of them. Only millennials and Gen Z can text and drive. I'm kidding. Years ago, you might have been branded a conspiracy theorist for claiming your cell phone is tracking you, but not anymore. Your iPhone has been keeping track of everywhere you have been, and you can view it in a map form with a few clicks. I will tweet this out at Ryan Hoppy Radio, all the info to find out if they're tracking you. Unless you're cheating on your significant other, which, let me get to that real quick. Oh, well, first of all, let me finish the sentence. Unless you're cheating on your significant other and you don't want your whereabouts to be, you got nothing to hide. I find cheating in 2023, I find cheating in this decade known as the 2020s to be fascinating. There is literally no more moral in the world. I feel I've never cheated. Ever. Because when I'm in a relationship, I'm a loyal slut. But let me tell you, every single time that I have been single, all the girls that were hitting me up when I was in a relationship, all of a sudden don't want to hang out with this 6'9" radio legend. I'm kidding. Not really. But when you're in a relationship, they want you. And I'm not saying that you're a loser if you cheat on your significant other, but like if you're that unhappy with the relationship, just end it. Get it over with. I think it's so uncomfortable. I will go to places and everybody knows that this person's cheating on their significant other. And then you see them hanging out with their sneaky link. And then you see the sneaky link and the girlfriend in the same room. And you're like, you're all imbeciles. You're terrible, the girlfriend, because you're allowing your boyfriend to bang sneaky links. And then you're wondering why you're alone. And he's a scumbag because he's banging sneaky links. I honestly think I might be the only person in Tampa that hasn't cheated on a girlfriend. Everybody cheats. And the defense, oh, we were going through hard times in relationships. Oh, really? So having intercourse with somebody else? Yeah, because that's what you did. I find this fascinating. Everybody goes, oh, he cheated on his wife, or oh, he did this or that, blah, 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 da-da-da, da-da-da. But nobody wants to think about the process that he got to know the person. He was sending them texts while laying in bed with his significant other, and she didn't know, or he didn't know, whatever the gender is that you identify as. They didn't know they were talking to the other person. And then they took their penis or their vagina, and they had sex with somebody else. They put their mouth. You get what I'm saying? It makes you cringe. Because people go, oh, there's cheating in the world. There's cheating in the world. But nobody really wants to talk about it. I love it. Because then people, whenever like a relationship ends because of cheating, like let's say a kid's involved and the man cheated, they'll be like, oh yeah, the relationship ended because I just cheated on her a few times. Like they excuse it. Like, oh yeah, like it's like playing basketball. Oh yeah, I missed a few free throws here and there. Like, oh yeah, I just put my dick in something here and there. You know what I'm saying? The other funny part is I love when you're hanging out with a couple that cheats on each other and you can just see the disgust on their face. You can see the hatred. It's the most negative vibe ever. Next on Happy Hour. The worst charities in America, these are the organizations giving over 90% of donations to their fat cat executives while ignoring their causes. The Cancer Fund of America is one of them. Kids Wish Network is one of them. Black Lives Matter is one of them with their $6 million mansion. The Firefighters Charitable Foundation. That's unfortunate. Honestly, if you are creating a charity and none of the money is going to the charity, you are a sociopathic loser and an imbecile. And there is no afterlife. This is probably all we have, but you would definitely at least go to purgatory for that type of behavior. You're taking other people's money to help out people that need it, and then you're keeping it so you can have an effing mansion? Screw off. I used to swear on this podcast. But I changed my ways because I was like, you know what? I would love to have this show on the radio, so I should probably clean it up a little bit, not be so raunchy. But then again, I was just talking about oral sex. So, I mean, am I any better?
Happy Hour.
I'm getting myself worked up for no reason.
Happy Hour will be right back.
This following segment's been brought to you by the best Kava and Kratom around. When I tell you that Mitra 9 is phenomenal, I sound like Frank Caliendo doing his Jim Rome impersonation. Only 2 people probably got that reference. It's phenomenal. Go to tinyurl.com/HoppyMitra. And listen, there is a lot of hatred out there for Kava and Kratom. A lot of hate. And let me tell you, too much of anything can be bad. But when you Google Kratom or Kava, every single article is negative. Yeah, if you're on certain medicine, you shouldn't be taking it. Take care of yourself. Here's the thing. Everybody goes, oh, but you should be on medicine, or you should be on this. Everything has bad side effects. Kava and Kratom has changed my life forever. I used to binge drink. I used to drink so much, and then I changed my life by drinking Kava and Kratom. And let me tell you, I've lost 58 pounds because it helps kind of suppress your appetite, and it's a beautiful plant. Oh, I love it. I don't know what I love more, that or marijuana with my medical card. If you go to tinyurl.com/HoppyMitra, and once again, at checkout, not HOPPY, at checkout, HOPPE, you can save 20%. So you sitting around sucking on your lollipop, which is brought to you by DZBZHoney.com, and you're sipping on your Kava and Kratom. Oh my God. Because I'm here to help you guys out. In this short lifetime we have, we should all party, baby. But listen to me, man. I'm going to put some Romeo on. Let's party. The beat's about to drop. One of the best feelings ever is waiting for the beat to drop. Let the beat drop. Oh, yeah. Oh, sure.
Happy Hour. Happy Hour.
It's time to turn Hoppy on.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it
What is this?
The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Oh, yeah. If you want to leave me a voicemail, it's not hard. It's not rocket science. 856-49-HOBBY. It's 856-494-6773. You can tweet at me at Ryan Hoppy Radio. You can always email me, RyanHoppyRadio@gmail.com. And for all the info, guess what my website would be? RyanHoppyRadio.com. And all forms of social media is at Ryan Hoppy Radio. In all sincerity, I found out that Dieter from Rover's Morning Glory, a show I worked on for about 2 minutes 9 years ago, has cancer. And let me tell you, Dieter, if you're listening to this, I don't usually swear if I'm on the radio, but I'm going to say it. You are going to kick cancer's fucking ass. Dieter's a really good dude in a room of P.T. Barnum radio. And when I heard that he had cancer, my heart broke. Because I lost my father to cancer. My godfather is in remission, but also has cancer. And then my other uncle died of cancer. So it really hits home. So if you're listening, Dieter, you're going to beat cancer's ass. Like, cancer probably thinks they're so cool and edgy, trying to get Dieter, but they don't know who they're messing with,
Our
man.
next guest is writer and broadcaster.
All right. That wasn't the best transition, but I'll never be perfect. Taylor Swift snubbed Meghan Markle's podcast pitch.
Our next guest is writer and broadcaster Esther Kraku. Esther, welcome back. As you just said to me off air, they're the gift that keeps on giving. Now, look, there's been plenty of discussion this week about the Sussex's Archetypes podcast, and despite there only being a few episodes, the podcast did attract some big names, but not everyone took up the invitation, did they?
Yes. So apparently the Duchess of Sussex wrote a personal letter to Taylor Swift asking her, inviting her to come onto her podcast. And Taylor responded through a representative of hers and declined the offer. Now, we don't know.
Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of Taylor Swift. And also, I'm going to move on from this video because, first of all, I cannot believe that they have not fixed the delay when you're talking to somebody on a webcam like this.
Yeah.
Let me go back. It's about 5 seconds. Like, I cannot believe in modern day technology we can have AI telling us everything, but we can't fix this.
Episode, the podcast did attract some big names, but not everyone took up the invitation, did they? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes. So
crazy.
Apparently the Duchess of Sussex wrote.
But I guess Taylor Swift snubbed the podcast pitch with Meghan Markle. And let me tell you, I'm not the biggest fan of Taylor Swift because I think she's a narcissist that can never admit that some of the relationships might be her fault. But her music is pretty good for what it is. And Meghan Markle might have 1/1,000,000th of the talent of Taylor Swift. Meghan Markle wishes she had Taylor Swift's talent. And when you have that dirty, rotten imbecile known as Meghan Markle going, hey, you want to do a podcast with me, Taylor? Shout out to Taylor for saying no to that, because that quite possibly could have been the worst podcast ever. 856-49-HOPPY.
It was certainly zero surprise to me. Monday morning, got confirmation that there was some kind of loud noise consistent with an implosion event. I let all of my inner circle of people know that we had lost our comrades.
New questions today about the international approximately $7 million search for the Titanic tourists. James Cameron calling it a, quote, nightmarish charade that could have ended days ago.
I knew that sub was sitting exactly underneath its last known depth and position. That's exactly where they found it. I can't imagine what these poor families have been through, being given false hope here, banging noises, da-da-da, this and that.
Last night, the famed Titanic director, who's made 33 dives to the site, revealed he and his tight-knit deep submergence community were made aware of what was likely naval intelligence. He tore into the sub company, calling the design critically flawed.
I don't get this fascination with Titanic. I think it's because we all have a fascination with death and it's kind of a morbid thing. But I would say if you were to go back 111 years and tell the people that were on the Titanic that people would be doing this, they would be so horrified. I'm just saying.
It would be insensitive to come forward with a dissenting voice to the story that was in motion at the time. This was such a preventable tragedy.
And could a so-called death waiver prevent their families from filing lawsuits? Signing it assumes full responsibility for the risks of bodily injury, disability, and death, since the sub hasn't been approved or certified, constructed of materials not widely used in human-occupied submersibles.
We go down 2.5 miles to the bottom where the pressure is about 6,500 pounds per square inch.
Back in 1997, James told E.T. about the dangers involved. His words are eerie, as we now know the 5 passengers likely died instantly in the sub's implosion.
One little pinhole leak in the submarine would fill it with water instantly and kill you in about 2 microseconds.
James has even more links to the second Titanic tragedy. The dive pilot was his friend of 25 years, the French explorer Paul-Henri Narzelet. The widow of the CEO killed was related to the real-life couple depicted in this famous scene from Cameron's film.
I've never seen it. I don't have 3 hours of my life to watch it.
And here's another Hollywood connection going viral. This episode of The Simpsons from 17 years ago seemed to predict the tragedy.
Searching for treasure with my long-lost son. Homer, look!
A father and son, submersibles, the wreck site, the loss of oxygen.
What the hell has The Simpsons not predicted? I believe there was an episode where Bart Simpson went, Ryan Hoppy's going to be the biggest name in radio. I love that episode. I think it was season 20.
This is just the latest example that seems to prove the show somehow knows the future. Pre-COVID, this episode depicted the attack of an airborne virus without a vaccine.
We need a cure! We need a cure!
If you've been on for 3 decades, probably you're going to hit it once in a while.
Man, I wish Yardley Smith was on the Cougar app. She's the voice of Lisa.
Don't panic. Just come up with a good story.
No one walks into this surprised.
856-49-HOPPY.
And get this, a former Simpsons showrunner took a dive last year on the Titan.
I was supposed to go with my wife. I kissed her goodbye, knowing that might be the last time I'd ever seen her.
Why then? Are you trying to die? Is she that awful to be around? By the way, that guy, Mike Reese, created the show, The Critic, which, let me just play the music for The Critic real quick, because I can't just, not talk about The Critic without playing it. Dude,
Hello?
Hello, Jay. This is your boss. I've just obtained legal permission to hunt men for sport, and I wondered if you'd like to come to my ranch tomorrow. Bring your jogging shoes.
When I tell you The Critic is the greatest cartoon of all time, I'm a man of my words. It was on in the early 90s, and I had the DVD, the complete series, and it was on for 2 seasons, and it's like the original Family Guy. I believe it's on Crackle. 856-49-HOPPY.
What's better, angry sex or makeup sex?
Isn't that the same thing?
Makeup sex. Isn't that the best? Because it's you miss each other and you're passionate and you are making up.
I'll be honest, any sex with Kim would be nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Kim Kardashian and Hailey Bieber are getting a little spicy.
Yep.
The gals make sex life confessions during a game of truth or shot on the latest episode of Hailey's YouTube series, Who's in My Bathroom?
What turns you on the most?
I think kissing.
That's
I like a
cute.
makeout.
Yeah. I love a makeout.
Yeah.
That's
This is so tame.
Bieber would be like, I like a good mouth hug.
How nice is that?
But the bathroom gets steamier as they both reveal if they've joined the Mile High Club.
Yes.
Samesies.
I'll be honest, I'm a part of the Mile High Club. One time in 8th grade, I just couldn't wait.
I'm gonna say I don't even need to ask you that.
Why? Why do you not need to ask me that?
Because we all know you like to have sex everywhere, Kim.
You own a plane.
I thought you were just saying of course
You're a
There's always a time and a place, for everything.
This isn't the first time Kim and Hailey have talked openly about their bedroom behavior. In 2022, Hailey got super candid about getting frisky with her hubby, Justin Bieber.
Has she ever talked about being the alleged side chick? The sneaky link?
We have a good time together.
Are you a morning sex or night sex people?
More so night.
Me too.
But I do like morning too.
I don't really like morning because I'm half awake and the melatonin's not out of my body and I'm not really all energetic to release things out of my body.
I really like doggy style. Yep.
Yeah, me too.
And when it comes to what Kim likes behind closed doors, she says despite her super sexy public persona, she's kind of shy.
Yeah. The other way to describe that would be a boring missionary queen.
Happy Hour.
Let's snort.
I got no choice. We stealthy with the come up, we make no noise. I'm riding in the foreign, it's a Rolls Royce. I go and slap the hate up out of your voice. Yeah, I got no choice. I had to be successful for my homeboys. We pull up on your squad, we got more boys. We got them diamond dancing, I got more toys. I'ma be the greatest this city's ever seen. Mark it in your calendars, I'm coming for your team. That's a fact. Oh, no, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. There ain't no cap, no. You talk to me with hate, then you just might get slapped. Oh, you tryna front now, you getting shut down. I don't do field goals, though, I just go for touchdowns. Yeah, they all wanna be like me. You missing from the box, and I'm scoring. showing no degree. I'm messing with your girl and she liking what she see. Oh, this is games, y'all. When you walk into your city, you bring shame to all. When I walk into my city, it's my name to call. Putting in the work must be insane to y'all. I got no choice. We stealthy with the come up, we make no noise. I'm riding in the foreign, it's a Rolls Royce. I go and slap the hate up out of your voice. Yeah. Oh, I got no choice. I had to be successful for my homeboys. We pull up on your squad, we got more boys. I got them diamond dancing, I got more toys.
I got more toys, and they bigger now. I got more toys, and they asking how. I'm headed straight to the top, throw me a lob, this is a bop. If it looks good, I cop, get my shoes and socks. I'm on a boat, you on a dock, you all floor, I am a mop. Hop on my drop top, give me the ox, I'm about to pop off. Y'all already know, I'm about to pop off. I cannot stop, no. I just keep going and going and going, I cannot stop. Yeah. Yo, I'll pull up with a gang, I must have bang. I might cop a range, if I want it, I'ma get it. I got it, forget it, yeah.
Successful, there ain't any other way. I never give the code to the safe. It's destiny, I ain't gotta say. It's no, I'ma get it anyway. I got no choice. We stealthy with the come up, we make no noise. I'm riding in the foreign, it's a Rolls Royce. I go and slap the hate up out of your voice. Yeah, I got no choice. I had to be successful for my homeboys. I pull up on your squad, we got more boys. I got them diamond dancing, I got more toys.
Call Hoppe now. 856-49-HOPPE. Tweet at him at Ryan Hoppe Radio.
Oh, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
856-49-HOPPE. It's 856-494-6773. Let's get right into it.
Happy Hot Topic!
What do I want to begin with?
Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg appear to be taking their social media rivalry to the next level.
Dorks!
While responding to a Twitter thread that was discussing Meta's plans to build a Twitter rival, Elon challenged Mark to a fight, tweeting, "I'm up for a cage match if he is."
Mark Zuckerberg taking other people's ideas and making it his own? He's never done that. MySpace, Facebook, Facebook Reels, buying out Instagram. Mark Zuckerberg doesn't have a creative bone in his creepy body.
LOL. And it appears the Facebook co-founder is on board. On Wednesday, he responded to the Tesla CEO's tweet, sharing a screenshot of the thread on his Instagram story, writing, "Send me location."
I would honestly pay to watch these two dorks fight.
Elon did have a place in mind, later suggesting on Twitter that their fight take place in a Vegas octagon. He even went as far as to tease a move he will use on the Meta CEO. Quote,
Doggy?
Quote, "I have this great move that I call the walrus, where I just lie on top of my opponent and do nothing," he tweeted.
No, that's just how you knocked up, what's her name? That's how you have sex. Elon knows a failed joke. I just lay on top of them because they should be so grateful to be having skin-to-skin contact with me.
Tweeted. Still, Elon appears to be serious about this fight, telling a Twitter user who said they will be their training partner, quote, "If this is for real, I will do it."
Elon looks like he works out. Zuckerberg looks like he's never been to the gym before.
As for if Mark is seriously considering, a Meta spokesperson told Access Hollywood, quote, "The story speaks for itself." If the two do end up fighting it out, Mark could have the upper hand, as he has been training in jiu-jitsu for several months.
They're showing video of him doing it, and he's like smiling too much, and trust me, Musk would kick his ass.
So I'm gonna be like this. Okay. And then go. Yeah.
He's like humping the dude. It's barely anything.
That was perfect. That was great. Yeah, that was great.
That was great. We're going to kiss your ass because you're paying us a lot of money for the training. Actually, you were pretty average, but why would we tell the most rich person in the world that's paying us a lot that you suck? That was great.
Okay.
Elon, on the other hand, admitted he hardly works out, writing on Twitter on Wednesday,
I guess I was wrong.
"I almost never work out except for picking up my kids and throwing them in the air."
Oh, I gotta remind everybody that I'm a father.
Selena Gomez found a bright spot in the City of Lights. On Thursday, the Only Murders in the Building star opened up on her Instagram about how living in Paris recently left a lasting impression on her. "Thank you, Paris, for being a home to me for 2 months. I loved every moment. Working on this film has completely changed my life. I can't wait to share more soon. Love you all," she wrote on Instagram alongside a series of photos of herself with friends and family. Selena was in France for an extended stay to film her latest flick, Amelia Perez, with Zoe Saldana, and even snuck a pic of the Guardians of the Galaxy actress enjoying some pizza on a break from set.
Oh, that's good. That's what happens when you're rich. You can do whatever you want. But I came up with a new term. There's white trash. There's other ways to describe people that are trashy. I think Kelly Ripa would be rich trash.
Opened the drawer and peed into my wardrobe. My wardrobe.
Kelly Ripa is spilling the beans on a hilarious family story. During an episode of Live with Kelly and Mark, the co-host recalled the time her then 3-year-old son, Joaquin, peed on her clothes during a family vacation.
So Joaquin was in bed with me, and he was like 3 years old. And I'm sleeping, and all of a sudden, because we had it was like a casino, so the sort of the lights outside sort of shone through inside the window. And I hear him, and then I see him, I hear a thump. He comes out of bed, and I see his little, because he had that curly, remember how curly his hair was? He had blonde ringlets, really curly hair. And I see his little head moving around the corner of the bed. And I'm like, what's he doing? And I said,
she never gets to the point.
He comes out of bed, and I see his little, because he had that curly, remember how curly his hair was? He had blonde ringlets, really curly hair. And I see his little head moving around the corner of the bed. And I'm like, what's he doing? And I said, Joaquin, and he was sleeping. He wasn't answering me. And he pulls open the drawer, and I hear marbles dropping. He's dropping marble. I was like, is he playing with marbles?
Strange.
Kelly went on to note that she thought he was just playing with marbles, but she was totally wrong.
Peeing does not sound like marbles. It's weird.
He's peeing on the clothes because he thought
He was at the
got
toilet.
up, made a left. He thought he went into his bathroom. He was so tired, he just opened the drawer.
No, he's like, Mom, you've been driving me nuts. I'm going to get revenge. I keep hearing you and Dad praying at night.
And peed into my wardrobe. My wardrobe. So I wore a parade of Harrah's Hotel and Casino shirts.
Kelly doesn't shy away from talking about family life.
I wonder how they really feel about that, because she acts like she's taking care of the family. But I wonder if that drives them nuts as she just spills all the beans. Mom and Dad have had sex everywhere.
The TV personality and her husband Mark share 3 kiddos together.
I love how they're like the TV personality and then Mark, like he's not an actor in his own brand. The TV personality and the husband.
Kelly doesn't shy away from talking about family life. The TV personality and her husband Mark share 3 kiddos together and recently made their longtime relationship a TV partnership too.
I don't care anymore. 856-49-HOPPY.
Well, after Spotify declared Meghan Markle's podcast a mission impossible, their exec is blasting her and Harry.
I wish I had been involved in the Meghan and Harry leave Spotify negotiation. The grifters. That's the podcast we should have launched with them.
I'm just excited to be myself and talk and be unfiltered.
Bill Simmons, Spotify's head of podcast innovation and monetization, went off after the company canceled the Sussex's estimated $25 million deal. We're told Archetypes wasn't delivering enough content.
They didn't record anything, not delivering enough. You weren't even delivering any content, which is better off, but you're being paid $25 million.
To justify Harry and Meghan's payout.
I got to get drunk one night and tell the story of the Zoom I had with Harry to try to help him with a podcast idea. It's one of my best stories.
Meghan is also coming under fire, accused of faking interviews for the podcast by recording audio of herself asking questions that were then edited into final episodes.
That's why you failed as an actress, because you're a hack. And I had no idea who Harry was before I married him. Shut up.
Last August, one former guest thanked the show's producer for being an excellent interviewer. Well, now a former staffer is defending the Duchess, denying editing her in, but admitting we did occasionally have producers do interviews, though never the main ones.
That's sad.
Someone else speaking out, Kelly Osbourne.
I think Harry's a he's a whine.
That is the most annoying laugh I've ever heard.
He's a whining.
Let's go back to this.
He's a whining, whinging, complaining. Woe is me. I'm the only one that's ever had mental problems. My life was so hard. Everybody's life is hard. Suck it.
Hell yeah. It's that Osborne energy. 856-49-HOPPY. It's 856-494-6773. Speaking of deadbeat dads.
No hiding in the shadows for first son Hunter Biden. His first public appearance since his plea deal was announced came at the lavish state dinner for the Prime Minister of India.
And Joe's like, wait, I forgot he was my son.
Hunter Biden attended last night's state dinner ahead of his expected guilty plea to tax charges.
Hunter Biden is the first offspring of a sitting president to be charged criminally.
You know, all the liberals were like, why couldn't it have been Donald Jr.?
But there he was, front and center. His wife, Melissa, smiled as he blew kisses to friends. Also at the dinner, Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy, who says Hunter got a sweetheart deal that means 0 jail time. Meanwhile, House Republicans released a shocking WhatsApp message, allegedly from Hunter to a Chinese businessman in 2017. I am sitting here with my father, and we would like to understand why the commitment made has not been fulfilled.
Because you guys are scumbags and no one likes you. If any other person did the behavior and the crimes that Hunter Biden did, they would go to prison. But, he was born into the sperm of a loser president. The rich and elite always get away with things.
I will make certain that between the man sitting next to me and every person he knows and my ability to hold a grudge, that you will regret not following my direction.
And then I'll knock up a stripper and have a kid and be a deadbeat because I'm so badass. I'm Hunter Biden. I usually don't like people with the name Hunter, but I really don't like Hunter Biden.
They don't know whether Joe Biden actually was sitting next to Hunter Biden when that message was sent.
Today, the White House spokesperson refused to comment.
What are they going to say? We have a president that doesn't know where the hell he is at all times and a deadbeat son. What are they going to say? And trust me, I don't lean on the right either. I hate them all. I hate liberals that when you meet them, the first thing they say is, are you a Trumper? Who cares if I am? I'm not. Or you meet Republicans, let's go, Brandon. I hate them all. None of the politicians care about you. None of them.
I am not going to address this issue from this podium. I'm just not going to.
Yeah, because I don't want to deal with Joe, because then he doesn't get to the point. He'll be like, why did you bring that up?
Jennifer Lawrence's new summer movie, No Hard Feelings, is taking the plunge, testing the waters for the comeback of the raunchy R-rated comedy.
Here's the problem. We get offended so easily that I don't even know if we need to make new R-rated comedies. Let the classics be the classics.
Hey, how about I give you a ride home?
This isn't the way to my house.
J-Law plays an Uber driver whose car gets repossessed.
You think I chose him?
She finds a new job when she's hired to seduce a goofy teen the summer before he heads off to college.
Is this my movie? Oh, the only part is it's not college. Should be going into radio. Get it, goofy teen?
I'm going to teach you how to have fun.
Am I allowed to be here?
The Oscar-winning actress even goes fully nude. So is a raunchy R-rated comedy a smart gamble for the film industry?
Yes, we need one. And by the way, unfortunately, it's not the first time we've seen Jennifer Lawrence nude.
Still recovering from the pandemic?
There really is the hope that with movies like Jennifer Lawrence's No Hard Feelings, that the R-rated comedy is going to make a big return at the box office.
She got
this
so
summer.
mad.
Everything's exploding. Oh my God, the world's ending. All the videos are playing at once. Oh man. If you're listening 59 minutes in, you get the special treat of all the videos going at the same time, which that's probably a sign that I should end this podcast soon. I can't even keep it together here, man. I'm trying so hard and everything goes insane. Shout out to Froggy from the MJ Morning Show on Q105 for this beat. We have a lot of sponsors to give a shout out to. AmirAcademy.com, counselingoncall.net, WestChasePrinting.com, FitSageFitness.net. I appreciate everybody that's been checking out the podcast. The ratings are way up, and it means a lot. I will talk to you very soon. Goodbye now.
Happy Hour.